My mic stand broke, so this is gonna have to do. Hi. Last month, I had the opportunity to fly out to Boston to visit my Aunt Chloe, and it was certainly interesting. Now, a couple weeks prior, I got to fly out with Oliver, you know, the guy who says sus a lot.
Sus. Suspicious. Sus.
To North Carolina, and that was the very first time I got to fly without my parents there. Now this was the first time I had to fly alone. I'd say it went relatively well, except for when I had to like beat an old woman with a stick just to get off the plane. That's only a slight exaggeration. Also, I gotta say, nobody tells you how difficult it is to not make bomb jokes in an airport. Like, I felt like if I did make the joke, I'd get immediately jumped, but I also just had the urge to make them. But I landed, and my Aunt Chloe decides to pick me up with a sign that reads, mewing, mogging, and gooning, hashtag smegma grind, and then plugs my YouTube channel. Apparently she got a lot of dirty looks that day. But she picks me up, and we head to her house, in which I proceed to play Beat Saber very poorly.
Do you have it on like the easiest level?
I thought it was more difficult, but no. Also, apologies in advance, she decided to film everything vertically. The next day, we woke up bright and early to go on a hike, in which I got to show off my incredible physique. Then, we head into the city of Boston. Now, as soon as we got off the T, we noticed something. A very, very familiar structure. Do you remember the cop slide from a few years ago? You know, the cop that went down a slide and he exited at such an insane velocity that everybody was like, how? Well, we found it. And I decided to give it a shot.
Shayden versus cop slide. Take one.
I still don't know how he shot down that fast. Then we met a fake Ben Franklin who proceeded to ask for a cigarette and then give me a fake $100 bill. Thanks, Ben. I had some clams, which you can tell from this video that I thoroughly enjoyed, had zero issue with it. Good. Now we all know Paul Revere, right? You know, the guy who helped fight for America's independence, you know, also the snitch. Oh, the British are coming, the British are coming. Shut up. No one likes a tattletale. Well, we decided to visit his statue, and I finally gave Paul what he deserved.
You gonna hit it quick?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's right. I flicked off that snitching piece of shit. This joke was stolen from my Aunt Chloe. We also saw his house, in which I looked very upset standing in front of. Then I also flicked off his grave. And now I wake up at 11 o'clock on the dot to the sound of yelling. Probably nothing. Now, later that night, something magical happened. It snowed. Now mind you, I haven't seen snow in 6 years. And also, it was the middle of March. It shouldn't have snowed. So what you see here is 100% my genuine reaction.
It's snowing. You can't see it, but it's snowing. It's a Christmas miracle. It's a Christmas. Ah, it's so cold. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle.
The next day, we went on a Boston Tea Party reenactment thingy.
So take your fist, draw it back, punch it towards the heavens and cry out, huzzah!
Huzzah! Oh.
Now, I personally didn't throw any tea off the ship. I just sat there and judged everyone who did. Fucking traitors. Not much happened this day, since majority of it just kind of rained. The next day, though, we went on another hike, in which it snowed again. Now, being the adult that I am, I did the only natural thing. Slid on the snow and run around like a child.
There you go. That's gonna be a good one.
Then afterwards, we went to this pretty big rock, and that was pretty cool. Had some lobster, felt like an animal. Had to dismember that thing. It was... Jesus.
Hello. How do you do?
I'm
delicious
and buttery.
And then the next day, I had to head home, back to the shithole that we call Florida. That burp was for Florida. I hate this place so aggressively. And now, here we are. I wish the plane home crashed. I don't know how I'm gonna do this with the microphone, but here. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Cut.